On June 29th of 2012, the bell rang out on the New York Stock Exchange, ushering in the initial public offering of ServiceNow at $18 per share. Over 12 years later, the company will have reached a stock price of over $1,000 with a market cap of over $200 billion. So what exactly does ServiceNow do that allowed it to become such an enormous corporation with billions in revenue and to become one of the highest valued technology companies in the world? Welcome to Future Scout. In this edition of Future Builders, we'll help you understand exactly what ServiceNow does, how it makes so much money, who leads the company, and what's coming next. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and let's get into it. In 2003, Fred Luddy, the former CTO of the defunct Peregrine Systems, started ServiceNow under the name GlideSoft Inc. out of San Diego, California. The intention was to provide the same services available from Peregrine Systems, which due to an accounting scandal had gone bankrupt in 2003. ServiceNow's offerings initially consisted of an ITSM, which is a software-as-a-service IT service management platform, which was designed to transform how businesses handle IT processes. ServiceNow provided organizations with an alternative to overly customized, clunky software that was on-premise, meaning it was managed by customers and not on the cloud. Since its inception, ServiceNow has evolved into a massive platform as a service that currently has over 8,000 customers globally and 22,000 plus employees. ServiceNow currently brands itself as the Now Platform, which is designed to help create digital workflows for large enterprise organizations. With an emphasis on out-of-the-box IT, employee, and customer workflows, ServiceNow allows organizations to digitally transform processes that were traditionally done on paper or across multiple systems and departments. Technology workflows originally served as the company's bread and butter. IT Service Management, or ITSM, helps organizations orchestrate their IT function. For example, their admin center allows users to monitor applications and capabilities, while their Configuration Management Database, or CMDB, allows users to track relationships of supported IT services by integrating IT systems and creating a single system of record. A technology workflow might be to help optimize technology use and spend. For example, maximizing the use of a technology that a company has contracted with a vendor. Improving the use of cloud resources and consumption is also a commonly used example. Many companies spend enormous amounts of money on cloud services such as AWS or Microsoft Azure, but the cost of these services balloons very quickly. With technology workflows, ServiceNow allows for organizations to get in-depth visibility on how much they're spending and rein in the cost of these services. It also allows for customers to break out the spend into categories so they can budget proactively. And for those unfamiliar with enterprise architecture, it is a strategic framework that helps businesses align processes, technology, and business strategy into a visual representation of how all of these systems interconnect. Think of it as a conceptual blueprint that defines structure and operations of organizations. ServiceNow approaches enterprise architecture by connecting business personnel and technology into a single process that allows for their customers to digitalize any process from start to finish. By creating these technology workflows, ServiceNow customers are able to save enormous amounts of money, which helps explain why as of Q3 of 2024, they have over 2,000 customers spending more than $1 million for their software. In fact, the average spend of customers in this $1 million plus category is $4.8 million. Technology workflow revenue alone accounts for 54% of ServiceNow's revenue, indicating that large organizations are bleeding inefficiencies and recognize the need to have high-level visibility into their technology spend and processes. But being able to take an X-ray into a technology process and digitally transform it is not the extent of ServiceNow's capabilities. Their second best category, accounting for over 31% of their revenues, are customer and employee workflows. Employee workflows drive employee productivity, retention, and growth. An employee workflow might look like asking a chatbot about work from home or office policies and instantly provides feedback to an employee with the answers that they're looking for, reducing the need to go back and forth over email chains and ensuring that workers have access to standardized information. Human Resources is also an experience center that ServiceNow prioritizes in its employee workflows. By providing an employee center to allow workers easy access to company resources, news, and relevant information, they provide an experience that cuts out large amounts of corporate back and forth. Employee workflows allow employees to easily reset passwords, get access to software that the company licenses, or get a new laptop in the event that one crashes. Users can even do things like request equipment such as desks or designate life changes such as the birth of a baby on their tax forms. And one of the widely used functions of the employee workflows is enterprise search, which helps provide answers from across different systems, documents, and other files in the organization through a basic search function. To better contextualize this value for organizations, the research firm Forrester concluded that ServiceNow's HR service delivery, which contains their employee workflows, generated a 259% ROI. This was done by interviewing an organization with 35,000 plus full-time employees and over $10 billion in revenue. The interviewees claimed that they had no self-service tools and needed more reporting and visibility into their HR operations. This caused productivity to suffer, and a mix of vendor technology and homegrown HR service softwares created an inoperable salad of tools that resulted in an incredibly frustrating experience for employees. By making it worlds easier for employees to get all their answers and not have to click through tons of tools, ServiceNow's employee workflows have been tried and true in thousands of organizations. And accounting for 15% of revenue as of Q3 of 2024, customer workflows allow connected digital processes to enhance a customer's experience. This serves as a digital building block of the customer experience to automate work across different departments and segments. By creating these customer workflows, organizations can manage location-based work, such as service calls and scheduling the right people and equipment to complete work in a single visit, and proactively fix issues before they happen. Telecommunication customers in particular seem to relish the use of this aspect of ServiceNow, as Rogers Communication claimed that by implementing customer workflows, they were able to reduce daily ticket volumes by 41%. But it's not just telecommunications. Healthcare and life sciences also see a large benefit from using these workflows for patients. For example, for a basic knee replacement surgery, a doctor and care team have to understand upcoming appointments, active allergies, immunizations, and which tools they'll need for a surgery, while back-office finance and billing teams might need to understand insurance details and what the insurance will cover for the cost of the surgery. By incorporating all of this into a single workflow, ServiceNow speeds up the bureaucratic healthcare administration steps and improves the patient experience. With their Patient 360 module, for example, healthcare providers can pull in different data from different systems to give a holistic view of a patient's history. Coupling this with predictive intelligence from machine learning allows providers to recommend solutions and figure out which parts of a patient's interactions can be self-serviced. And now that we've covered the three main workflows, let's talk about what's next. With the rise of AI agents, ServiceNow introduced Xanadu in September of 2024. This will usher in an era of AI agents to the platform to have 24/7 productivity for their customers to help resolve issues faster and for a far cheaper cost. This technology is expected to drastically reduce the amount of time people will spend resolving issues, and based on the amount of processes ServiceNow helps manage, it is worth paying attention to this development and how it impacts their customers and their stock price. There's no telling how this will impact employees at their customer base yet though, but if you want to learn more about the levels of AI agents, we here at Future Scout have made a video on the topic that you can watch here. And as for who leads the company, with the three core workflows of the platform and the introduction of AI agents, ServiceNow is well positioned to continue growing profitably. But who exactly leads the company? Even though Fred Luddy founded the company in 2003, in 2011, Frank Slootman took over the reins of the company. Known as a ruthless businessman, Slootman guided ServiceNow's growth all the way up until 2019, converting the company from a help desk provider to its broader IT services identity. And in 2019, when Frank Slootman was tapped to lead the rocket ship cloud database company Snowflake, ServiceNow tapped the former CEO of the ERP giant SAP to grow revenue and guide the company into the 2020s. Bill McDermott, the executive in question, took over and has since grown ServiceNow's stock price from the high 200s up to its present $1,000 plus valuation and $200 billion market cap. When McDermott took over, the organization had $3.46 billion in revenue and are now on the verge of surpassing the coveted $10 billion mark. With McDermott's experience heading up SAP, it it comes as little surprise that the organization tapped him to grow ServiceNow into the same behemoth. And what do you think of ServiceNow's future? Do you think they're well positioned to continue growing? We'd love to find out your opinion in a comment below. And thank you for watching Future Scout and this initial edition of Future Builders. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can continue highlighting innovative companies like ServiceNow. And we'll see you next time.